Hey buds, it's Sinai. I'm here to tell you about a special tattoo offer. From now until December 31st, I am doing anything traditional or kawaii traditional at a 3x3 size for $200 or 4x4 size for $250. Go ahead and book via the text now button or the book now button in my bio. Also, I've come out with some awesome Christmas merch. I've got dresses, I've got sweatshirts, I've got t-shirts, I've got prints, and I have much more. Check out the link in my bio and buy yourself something or do all your Christmas shopping on my link. That's it. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
Hey guys, Jimmy Jam here, and I am here to tell you how much I love tattooing traditional. I love it so much, I have a special going on right now. 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches gets you anything you want as long as it's traditional for $200. This offer is good from now until December 31st. To book with me, visit my Instagram and click the email button. And while I have you on my bio, you might as well take a look at my store, where you could possibly get some Christmas shopping done. Thanks for tuning in.
Dear Diary, the podcast is going great, but I'm so sad that we didn't launch in time for a Halloween episode. Oh well, there's always next year.
Wake up, bud. You're having a nightmare.
Bud, I just had the most vivid and powerful dream, and it was about our sole purpose in life, but we were supposed to film a Halloween episode.
Funny you say that, because liquid came in the mail.
Excellent.
So tell me, bud, in this nightmare you had, did we have any guests?
Yeah, it was a witch, and she sold potions and crystals and candles, but the weirdest part was she was also a tattooer, and she'd been tattooing for like 20 years. But the only problem is, now it's too late to make a Halloween episode.
Well, I've got an idea. What do you say you, put these on and follow my lead? Party on, Wayne!
Party on, Garth. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How are these costumes supposed to help us?
These are as good as time machines. Follow me. You gotta do it too if you want it to work!
My hair is getting stuck on the mic.
On your lip gloss.
I'm all
Thank you.
blonde over your face.
I'm blushing now. I'm shy.
That's real Garth energy.
Yeah, I'm gonna face back the whole podcast.
All right, let's hit her with we came up. I know.
All right.
Your career's over after this.
We're gonna hit the mallet.
She was mean to me one time 12 years ago, and we're gonna get her. Okay, so we came up with a segment that we plan to use for every tattooer after you.
Oh, God.
And
And I'm the guinea pig.
Yes. You're the guinea pig. And it's called the Tattoo 10. So we have 10 questions. We're going to blaze through them. We're going to learn about your tattoo career. And after that, we'll move on to the fun stuff. So it's not so stale.
Yeah,
okay?
it'll be a little fast paced, you know.
Oh,
Okay, so you only have 3 seconds to answer every question. Ready?
Jesus.
All right.
I'm old.
Okay, first question. How long have you been tattooing?
Speaking of being old, 28 years.
Wow. That's old.
And that's just when I
me.
actually, that's when I started in a shop. That's not when I was fucking around in my apartment.
Wait, how old were you when you started f***ing around in your apartment?
16.
Oh my God. You had an
sick.
apartment at 16?
Yeah, I was a bad kid.
Sounds like it.
Whoa, tell us about that.
He throws the cards over.
all these tattoo questions. Let's hear it. All right. 2. Did you have an apprenticeship?
Yes, I did.
What was that like? Tell us about it.
Hell.
Yeah.
We're talking about, wow, 91, 92. 91, 90, no.
92 years?
Pre-rock.
I'm not that old. God.
She started it.
It's the blood of all of the young boys that keeps me this.
All right.
Okay, so Raven was born in 93.
That's her
yeah.
daughter.
So I started at a shop in 94 as an apprentice, and it was hell. So I was the only girl, obviously, back then.
Mm-hmm.
I was young. Everyone was heads.
You're young and smoking hot.
I can't imagine what it was
back
like
then.
back then. Like the culture.
Just as a very small example, I had to clean the bathroom with a toothbrush while they threw bologna at my ass. That was part of my apprenticeship.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
That was before me too.
Are they hiring?
I'm sure he still is. He likes blondes.
Oh,
so
dude, I'm out of here.
And you love bologna. All right. What style would you say you do?
I love color.
And a black outline, I would say.
Yeah, definitely black outline. But like I would say the last like maybe 5-10 years, I've really gotten into fine line stuff. I really like doing really
Ooh, that's good.
really intricate like single needle 3, type 3 stuff. I dig it. I don't know. And before I hated it, but now I'm like
It looks cool.
That's awesome.
I really dig it now. So both.
Anything smaller than a 5 scares the shit out of me.
That's what the guy I work with, Quentin. He's like,
So single?
He sounds handsome.
Type 3?
No, he's not single, dude. It's just your coworker.
He's gay.
Sorry. So what's up?
Yeah. Oh, and he likes blondes too.
Everybody on the show's gonna think Max is gay.
Because you always say gay.
I talk about every episode.
It's okay.
I'm
We
just
still
really
like
secure.
you.
Dude.
It's not okay for his girlfriend. It's going to be heartbreaking.
Been there, done that. Married one.
Oh, yeah. Her first baby daddy's gay.
What did you do?
She was on his podcast.
I start crying. Like, yeah. Whipping my hair.
It happens.
Number 4. What were you like as a kid?
Bad as probably.
Wild.
Jesus.
Her laugh.
I was super tomboy, obviously. Worked on cars, shotguns. I was a little crazy.
Right on, brother.
I like to drag race. When I got my license finally, I had a 70 Malibu that had a big block in it.
Yeah. What size? What size are we talking?
It was a 350.
Ooh,
That sounds like a lot of blocks.
That's a lot of blocks for a kid. I couldn't imagine what I'd build with that many.
Oh my God, you're a fucking idiot. Did you drive before you were allowed to? Did your dad let you?
He taught me to drive earlier, which was not a fun experience. Literally, like, put me in his truck. It was a stick.
And then threw bologna at you?
No wrenches.
He would throw wrenches at me when he would have to fix my car, and basically said, "Figure it out. Figure it."
We're all concerned. Cool.
Yeah, but I figured it out. I guess
On the way here. On the way here.
I have an automatic now. It's much easier. It's okay.
5. If you won the lotto, would you still tattoo?
Yeah, but only what I want.
Yeah, that's the answer.
That's the
Like-
answer.
Same.
Like, and on that, we've discussed being at the other shop. I really lost my love of tattooing.
Oh yeah.
I lost it. I hated it. I freaking hated it. And now going into my studio, I freaking love it again. I love it. Like I'm down with it again.
I
like
love that.
like my passion's back for
Same.
it.
Is it just you?
No, I have a partner.
Dude, he wants you to bring up Quentin again.
No, there's Quentin.
Well,
Shoot him.
No, so I have a partner in it, and he's like my kid. He's a lot younger.
That's awesome. So where we worked at one of the shops that we worked at together. We straight up had a weekly quota that we had to meet. It would take 50% of our money.
Yep.
You're talking about you two?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard the stories.
Yeah.
I have heard the
So
stories.
that will suck your passion right out of you.
It totally does. And having to work with complete idiots who
Imbeciles.
don't give two fucks about tattooing and don't give two fucks about themselves or life at all, and that, and then having, this person who takes your money and wants more and wants more and wants more. You're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I fucking hate this. Like, I should have been a secretary or something. Like, why did I pick this? And now I'm like, oh yeah, and I remember, I like this. This is fucking fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you've added services now too, right?
Yeah, which I'm super stoked about. So I am doing full ritualistic and spiritual tattooing.
Love that.
Could you elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, so it's really awesome. We will pick a design, and whether that be like a sigil that I've designed for a certain thing for you, like if you're wanting more strength in your life, you're wanting for your intuition to grow, you're wanting protection, we'll design a sigil. Or if you have a deity that you work with and you want to do something for that deity, or if you are having like a full, like, this is your spirit animal, or this is your guide, or this is a familiar, we can do something with that. And then I completely set up the studio with the appropriate candles, because I make candles for different intentions, with the appropriate candles, light the appropriate incense, even to the effect of I will use certain music to
like
imbue
frequencies?
to imbue a vibe that you're
James
wanting.
is rock hard right now.
Do you want to get out of here? Is it so us?
But so that is amazing. And if there's like certain things, I will put certain stones, like chips, into the ink that have been sterilized. So you're getting those.
No, I'm rock hard.
So I thought, can you put Cheetos in there? So it's cool. And to see what it does for people is like amazing. Like have people like break down and cry and get like super emotional.
Wow.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
So I imagine when they inquire, they tell you what they're looking for, and do you put intention into it, like the whole design process?
Yes,
I would imagine.
Yes. We had a girl come in, and I did a big tree because she's like, I need grounding, I need stability, and I was like, okay, like what means that to you? Like what is stability? What is grounding?
Oh, cool.
And so designed the tree, and as I'm doing this, like it's just like when I'm pouring a candle or I'm making an incense bundle or whatever, you completely focus on what that intent is that person is wanting, or what we're putting into it, what energies. So for that, even the drawing is like a full ritualistic kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And does design come to you like intuitively?
Generally, yes. I had a guy inquire, he works with dragons, and we had a consult, and he was like, I have a fire dragon. And so I was like, it's just one of those things. Like I said, it's black, super scaly. And he goes, yeah. And I go,
Wait, what do you mean he works with dragons? We got to back this up. We just let her go?
You're all, whoa, bitch, what?
Yeah.
So
this was all scared.
Dragons?
Dragons. Mother of dragons. Dragon energy. It's like working with the fae, fairies.
Okay.
You're all, what?
Yeah, you got to break it real down.
Working with the fae, working with fae energy. It's on a different dimension. And some people are able to go through those dimensions and work with those like spirits and beings. So he works with dragons.
Uh-huh.
I also work with dragons. So I was like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This is what it looks like. And he's like, yeah, awesome. Okay.
From feeling his energy, you were able to tell what dragon he works with, and that's really cool.
What would you design for somebody that, say, has like a very, I don't know, like a smaller coworker that has a big mouth and won't shut up and is really bossy? What would you draw for something like that?
Spray her with the bye bitch.
How dare she use this as a time to plug her shit? All right, I should have sat in between you guys. She would probably design you some fucking balls.
I just need validation, really. Can you design me a tattoo?
Oh my god, I just snorted. This fool's gonna have so many
farted?
Jill tattoos. Snorted, I said. I don't fart.
Sinai was born without a butthole. She doesn't fart.
Girl.
Dude. I should have been born without a butthole because shitting is a real problem for me. It rarely happens. You hit like 30 and it's just like just
Oh, no,
doesn't
girl,
happen.
fiber. Fiber is good for you. It is your friend.
I just got colon broom, but they're not sponsoring us.
Oh, Ben found what is the thing called that you got to clean you out? The cleanse?
Inno cleanse.
In your face.
In your face. It's shit in your face.
In your cleanse out your butt. That booty's gonna be wrecked.
Yeah.
Put some plastic down on your bed.
Oh, ew.
It makes shit angels.
Too far, huh?
Back to the questions.
Lord.
What is your favorite thing about tattooing?
I guess the people that you get to meet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have met some really awesome people who have become friends who, like, went from getting tattooed to actually being friends.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying this 'cause I'm here, but the rad people that you meet that you work with. Because, like, you know, like, let's get real. Most of the normal world, I just don't fucking get.
Yeah.
I have really hard time talking to normal people.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get them. And I'm sure they don't get me.
I'm sure they don't get you.
They're like, the fuck? You know, and so I get it. So it's like you would, in this industry, everyone's a little off, you know?
Yeah. 100%. But you've met like cool people like on podcasts and stuff too?
Oh, yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Pretty blondes. Pretty blondes.
Yeah, I know.
Would you say you're a tattoo gatekeeper?
Ooh, that's hard. No, but
You're such a fucking liar right now.
no, because if I like you,
Yeah. But you don't like a lot of people.
I don't like a lot of people, you're right. If I like you, I'll tell you fucking anything you want to know. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'll give you my fucking machine there, fucking have a blast, you know? I don't like you, I'm not telling you fucking shit.
Yeah.
You're lucky if I talk to you if I don't like you.
Okay, yeah, I take that back because I would say you're nurturing by nature.
Right.
But there's been times when we've worked together that new apprentices have been signed on and like, and she's like, stop talking to this bitch. Like, she's not going to make it. She's not going to be here.
No way. In front of her?
And I'm all like, I'm a fucking dumb puppy. Like,
I have straight up told apprentices, you are not allowed to fucking talk to me. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm always like, I would always be like shocked because I'm not judgmental. No, just kidding.
But she could do that if she had fucking baloney thrown at her ass.
I know.
She could do whatever she could
91.
fucking straight up punch them in the face if she wants.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Damn.
I will say you are a good judge of character because I'm always like, dude, like that sucks that they're leaving. And she's like, Sinai, are you fucking kidding me? How much longer do you need to be in this industry to stop?
I fucking told you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one, it was after you left, and I straight up, she was just a fucking idiot. Like, no motherfucking brains whatsoever. And she was one of those, like, where you're just like, dude, how do you even fucking, like, go to the grocery store?
What's
So
that?
she pissed me off, and I looked at her and I said, all right, I'm fucking done with you today. Go get me fucking vodka and Diet Sprite right fucking now. And then go home. And she was like, what? What? And Quentin goes, you need to do what she says. I'm like, you don't do it, don't fucking come back ever.
This was an apprentice?
Yeah.
You're all like, it was my boss.
She went and got me vodka and Diet Sprite.
Hell yeah.
And did she survive?
Nope. Nope. She was
They
so
rarely do.
fucking dumb. She was tattooing fake skin
Oh, God.
on the desktop. She went through and tattooed the wood.
Whoa.
This is how dumb this bitch
Through
was.
fake skin?
Through fake skin into the wood.
That fake skin has so much resistance, too. She would have killed someone.
Right. And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, how the fuck do you not know that?
I'm sorry.
How do you not feel that it's wood? It's totally different. Totally different than fake skin. There would have been like blood squirting. out.
Jeez. You should have threw baloney at her.
And this is why we can't get rid of tradition.
I love this baloney thing. I'm going to just reintroduce that.
I'm glad you love her trauma.
Yeah.
Well, look how awesome she is now, and you're not.
Oh!
You're like, someone throw baloney at this bitch.
I'm just going to Instacart baloney at you. Just to go Instacart baloney to here.
Your delivery instructions say to throw it from the door. It's like a whole pack of Oscar Mayer, like to my fucking head.
Number 8. How did you get into tattooing?
I got my first tattoo.
Oh God, this bitch was fucking 9.
9.
I was 14.
Sick.
I was 14. And
What was it?
my raven, I still have it. Now it's a blob, but...
Now it's the shape of California.
I was like that death rock punk chick, you know, wild, crazy, fucking, you know, just being an ass and
Yeah.
as a kid. And I got my first tattoo at 14 and it was in a terrible biker shop. That was 87. Total gnarly old biker dude, you know, like
Did they even give a shit that
Hell
you were
no.
a kid? Or they
No.
knew you were a kid?
I was 14. I mean,
yeah,
I may have
you're a kid. at
I may have
14.
looked a little older, but come on now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm obviously a fucking kid. But again, it was a different time period. No one gave a fuck. And from there, I was just like infatuated.
Yeah.
Like, I think by the time I
You're
was
like, this seems like a very safe environment.
yeah, I know. I was like, oh, I want to do this. By the time I was like 16, 17, I think I had like 7 tattoos.
Wow.
Well, at what number did your parents find out?
So my mom knew I was going to get one.
Were
Yeah.
you always putting her in that position where she couldn't tell your dad shit?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah,
Sounds
basically.
like a mom.
No,
You know,
my
but it was
mom-
like,
my
well, I'm
mom's
going to tell you because I'm going to do it anyway, but I just want you to know what I'm doing. My dad saw it and told me he was taking it off with a belt grinder.
What the fuck is a belt? Oh, yeah. Okay. I was thinking something for your belt. Does that supercharge the belt to beat the shit out of me?
It winds up his arm.
This is what a gearhead I am, huh? I'm like, what the fuck is a belt grinder?
Oh,
Every
Sinai.
woman.
Oh, my God.
I'm the girly one of the friendship, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sinai connected more with my lesbian daughter who's ultra femme. And, you know, oh, you can't get any more. And I think he grounded me till I was dead at that point, which didn't help.
Dude, you better get out of here.
You know? And then I got a bat on my back. And I remember,
goth.
and I was total death rock chick. And I was walking down the hallway and not thinking like I had like a shirt that, you know, was lower. And Jill Elizabeth. And I was like, yeah? What the fuck is on your back? Nothing. That's not nothing. Mom comes up. Just calm down. She already has 1. What's 2?
You're like trying 7.
And then he just gave up.
That laugh, I love it.
The cackle.
The cackle.
All right. Oh, did you apprentice at a biker shop too?
It was very biker frequented. He was the atypical big white raised truck, you know,
Oh.
motocross dude.
Glamis.
Way. That was him. But he was way associated with a lot of the clubs in Phoenix.
Okay, number 9 is what would you ultimately like from your tattoo career? As big or as little as you want.
Wow. You know, this is going to sound corny as fuck, but I think I'm there.
Oh, I love
I was
that.
gonna say, I think she's there.
Like, I think I'm there. Like, I'm back at loving it. And I feel like with doing the spiritual tattoos, I'm really giving back a lot to people. And that to me is really fucking awesome. So, like, I feel like I'm there. Like, this
That's
is what I
beautiful.
wanted to do with it, you know? Like, it's evolved, obviously. Like, in the 90s, I didn't give a fuck. I just wanted to fucking draw on people and fucking party.
And pay your bills.
Yeah, and pay my bills, you know?
Hell yeah.
But like now, I mean, obviously I'm a lot fucking older and shit's changed, you know? So like, this is it. Like, this
You're
is cool
doing
for
what
me.
you want to do.
Yeah, I'm doing what I want to do, and I feel like I'm giving back, and that's rad.
Yeah.
Last one. Number 10. What would you do if you weren't a tattoo artist?
The other business. I'd be a witch full time.
It was pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm all.
Did you hear the laugh?
She vanishes. I guess that's it for today's episode.
So now that we got the interview portion out of the way, we can just talk and chop it up.
This is where it gets dangerous.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, go ahead. Ask one of yours.
Okay. Here's one that is I would say not important, but I brought it up to Sinai before. There have been a few experiences here in this building where we experience, sounds and feel things, and I made the suggestion of saging it, and Sinai was hard against it.
Yeah, don't.
How would you tell somebody like Sinai?
She said don't.
Don't?
I'm
So
right.
don't sage.
No.
Okay, so nothing even like Palo Santo or...
I love Palo Santo.
Because this isn't our home, right?
Right. If the spirits are not being vengeful, being attacking, attaching to you, like following you home, because that can happen.
I tell them they can't.
I was just very smart. But this is their home. And there is a thought process that if you banish them from their home, which is this building, that there are things called soul eaters.
Wait.
And if you banish them out of the safety of this environment and then they're out in just the abyss, these soul eaters can come and then they can never be reborn. They can never go to their higher power.
Got it.
Or
So if they're in a transitionary period, you can mess that up for them.
yeah, you can make it so they can never ever come back.
That's sad.
Right. So when people are like, I want this spirit gone, I'm like,
In the sense that it's not a negative spirit.
right. Now, if
Got
it's
it.
negative,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a whole other
Yeah,
situation.
get that guy out of here.
Right. That's a whole other story. That's a whole other thing that we go into. If they're fucking with you, you can like you tell them, just fucking
Yeah.
talk to them. Like I have them. They come through my house quite a bit because I can talk to them, so they'll stop in and fuck with me and talk to me and want to tell me things. And you literally can just be like, no, not tonight. I'm fucking tired. You cannot bug me. We will handle this later. Or if they're moving shit, stop moving shit. It is not okay. And I talk to them like that. Like,
Yeah.
don't move shit. This isn't your place anymore. You cannot move things. You can be here. You can be in this area. Do not mess with stuff. And usually they listen, or they get really pissy, and then you got to tell them to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
If you don't set that boundary, say like something's moving, something a lot in your house, will it? Well, I guess it depends on the spirit, whether it will grow and start doing more like
Malicious
things.
shit. Yeah. And it does. It's, there's ones that there is an energy that is a residual, which residual is basically the energy of that person just kind of doing the same things they always did in life, right? It's not intelligent. It's just basically the energy is just, whether it's, okay, I'm walking from this room to that room, this room to that room, and it's just like they're in that loop, right? Because they're not aware they're dead a lot of times.
So they may think they're still taking care of their house or
Right.
whatever.
But when you have an intelligent haunting, that's when the spirit thinks, it knows. It's going to move shit. It's going to like, okay, well, I know they go into this room every day at blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to move everything so they know I'm here, or they can actually respond to you. If you talk to them, like, if you're here and you want to talk to me, I want to hear a knock, knock once. Those are a little different, and that can get a little more difficult and in depth dealing with those, because a lot of times they're left on Earth or stuck on Earth and in this plane because they have unresolved shit, and whether that is how they died or that they feel like they need to stay for loved ones or they need to stay in their home, it gets really, really difficult. But even that, like, a lot of times if you just have a conversation with them, which I know sounds crazy.
They'll reciprocate.
Even if they don't reciprocate, you will feel a difference in the energy.
Got it.
I would imagine, though, that's not for everyone to do, right? Like, you have to be someone with strong boundaries.
You have to have the strength in yourself.
Like you can't give
can't
your
be
whole
vulnerable.
self to their mission.
Right.
Especially if you're vulnerable.
Yes. And a lot of times entities that maybe on the darker side are going to find those people who are quote unquote weaker people. They don't have the strength in themselves. And that's who they're going to attach to because they know that they're not going to have the strength to tell them, leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, wow. So it's like a narcissist in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. They will attach and they will stay and they will feed off of the negativity and the depression and the chaos that they bring into their life because that just makes them stronger.
So have you ever met somebody in like your day-to-day that you're not even talking about spirituality with, but like say it's a client that is just in a bad way at that time and you feel like, oh, this isn't depression, like you have something following you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't just go out and say it, right? Or you kind of frame it in a way where it's like you
It depends
ask
on
them without
how
asking.
well I know the person. And a lot of times, for whatever reason, people feel okay to just word vomit at me about these things. Usually it's like, well, I'm feeling this and this and this and this. And what do you think? Blah, 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 blah. And it'll usually turn around to like, listen, this is not depression. You're feeding this entity. For quite a few, I have done some serious cleansings on them, gotten the entity off of them. But then it's like, you need to keep up your boundaries and you need to keep up your strength and you need to do these things in your life, your spiritual hygiene, if you don't want it coming back.
What does that look like?
Doing your meditations, doing cleansings. Like some people I say, you need to cleanse every other day. Like you got some shit, girl, you need to work through. Other people, okay, cleanse once a week. Doing the shadow work, figuring out why do these dark entities, why are they attached to you? Like what has gone on? What do you hate about yourself?
Yeah.
What trauma are you hiding that these are attracted to you because they're feeding off of that energy? And I've had some people where it's like, okay, I will work with you. And I don't charge people for that because I feel like that is like a reason that I'm here.
You're
like,
here, yeah.
So it's never like, okay, well, this is going to be $500 for your cleansing. And then you need this candle, which is $600. No, it's like, hey, come to my fucking house if you're serious and I will help you work through this. I've had quite a few people who stick with it and they do the work and we've gotten them in a way better headspace. And I have some people who I spend time on them and then they're out back getting fucking wasted
Just
and being
like
a
that
fucking
toxic homegirl.
Yeah, just being fucking idiot, and then give it 3 months. Oh, I feel really bad. I need your help. And I was like, no, because a lot of times when it's a really negative entity and it takes a lot out of me, I'll get physically sick for a couple days afterwards because I'm so drained. And I'm like, no, you fucked it off. Deal with it yourself now.
Really, really quick, we probably should have opened this. Could you explain to the viewers what it is exactly that you practice?
Now that everyone's good and scared.
Yeah. All right.
I guess in a nutshell, I would call myself a very spiritual person. The path that I work with is very nature-based and energy-based. The goddess that I have been dedicated to for 35 years is an Irish goddess of war. So she's pretty hardcore.
Who goes by the name of?
The Morrigan. She's a real heavy duty, but like, I go with the seasons and work with the energy of the earth. And for me, it is very much of a know yourself to then know the universe. So it says, as above, so below, as within, so without. So the more you know about yourself and the more you know why you do things and how you are, the more you can understand the rest of the energies of the world and other people.
Well, I feel like that kind of ties into how you were saying, like, when people, like, thinking they're depressed or whatever, like, they're not even realizing these aren't your feelings. Like, these are you're being afflicted.
I think a lot of people in the modern world don't even understand why they feel what they feel. Like, if they're like, I'm just depressed. I'm sad. I'm happy. Okay, well, why? What's triggering this? People don't think about that. People don't think about why they say what they say, why they do what they do. They just kind of go through life, right? And hey, if that's how you're happy, dude, be happy. Like, I'm not here to tell everybody to fucking be like me. But to really understand yourself and understand the rest of the universe, you gotta delve really deep into that shit. we get real crazy. But then it goes back to what from your past lives has affected your life today. Do you have these feelings because of this life, or was it because something that your spirit has been holding on to for millennia? You know?
Oh, I've always wondered why past live readings are like what's beneficial about that, and that's what it would be.
Yeah,
Very
you
much
carry
so.
on.
So
Because
like
you
if
traumas
you
even.
were-
You can carry trauma. You can carry fears. You can carry heavy karmic debt that
or
you're
even,
still
like,
paying
you hear
off.
people like get these pains in a certain place and find out that something happened to them there in a
Yeah.
past life. Or
Yeah.
okay,
So for me, like now I've started to go into understanding why some choices that I had made in life, like why that was going down. I was like, oh, well, that fucking checks out because I didn't fucking deal with it in this life. So
Yeah.
now I'm fucking dealing with it now. Like my friend Jen, she's also a practitioner. We were laughing about shit. She was over this weekend and she goes, you've lived like 20 fucking lifetimes in one lifetime. She goes, there's so much shit I never knew about you. There's a lot. Like I balls out fucking the whole time, you know? And she's like, but that's crazy. And I was like, yeah, but there's like different lifetimes. Okay, this one I had to deal with this. And so I worked through that and now I can move to this part. Okay, I worked through that.
Next
Okay.
phase.
Now I'm going to this. Okay, now I worked through that shit. Okay. Now it's like, you know, it's a progression.
so this one you may have been dealing with multiple of your last because you didn't deal with it in your last.
Oh yeah. It's crazy.
So
Yeah,
do
that's
you do
crazy.
readings on people for their past lives?
I don't. If I get messages for people, I will, you know, obviously let them know
Yeah.
if it's appropriate. Because I also feel like sometimes like it can be creepy. Like I would just like not walk up to you and be like, I feel this
course.
for you. Because they'd be like, what the hell? You know?
Like Long Island Medium.
Kind of personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very horny right now.
Yeah, and they're like, what? I am, but what?
Yeah.
You
How
know?
could you tell? Big ol' boner.
But so, you know, if someone asks or brings it up, if, you know, if I get something, then yes. But generally, no, I don't do readings like that. Like I just, because a lot of times you get a lot of shit and it's real personal. And it kind of weirds me out. Like,
Yeah.
Like what?
Like invasion of privacy.
Right.
Like it's their
this is
journey.
your gig. This is your gig.
Well, I feel like a lot of like media makes the past life readings like seem like it's a fun thing. Like
Yeah, no, that's what's fucking crazy. Like, I know of two, sounds horrible, 2 lives,
I like where this is going.
I love horrible.
2 past lives. One, I was a prostitute in New Orleans.
I fucking knew it.
Right? I'm all checks out, right?
This is our gotcha moment.
We're slippery, Sarah.
He was horny Bernard.
Is that you?
Fuck, I'm dying. I had always had we've talked like a crazy connection with New Orleans. And the last time that we went there, we were in a bar. We were listening to this little jazz band.
This is present day. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. This is present day. And there,
I was like, I don't remember that bar.
I was there with my husband and a friend of ours like went with us. All of a sudden, I went into a trance. And my friend who was with us, he's also a practitioner.
Oh, okay. I was like, that poor guy's like,
No, and he was like, siren. I came back and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I go, I was a prostitute. I was wearing a feather boa. I was over there. I had stockings.
and was it an old building like that?
yeah,
Like it
yeah,
easily could have been.
Yeah. And he was like, what the hell? And of course, Dave, Dave's just like, babe, are you okay? Like, really? You know? And I'm like, and I like ran down everything. And it was the music that hit me. And it fucking took me right back.
Do you remember what song it was?
I don't.
Oh, I wish you did.
I don't. I remember my fucking outfit. It was fucking rad.
You still had it.
I may have been a lady of the evening, but I looked amazing.
Do you remember what you looked like physical features?
Yeah, I was.
Did you look similar to now or completely different body?
Very similar. It was really
Wow.
fucking creepy.
That's so cool.
Really
Yeah.
creepy, but my hair was bobbed really, really short.
So I'm going to be this short in all my life?
I laugh at her like that too.
going through those, that's another thing. Like, I think once you get past like getting to know yourself and what your kind of purpose and why things are the way they are with you, why you think the way you think, then you start kind of going into the past lives and dealing with that kind of shit. Like, oh, obviously I have some unresolved trauma, and working through those. So because I don't want to fucking come back again. Man, I'm done.
And what happens after that?
I think that you then become one. Your energy just becomes one
With the universe.
with the universe.
You're all knowing, all
Yeah.
understanding.
Yeah, because once you fucking figure it all out, it's just like, and you're there.
I had a reading recently, and I was told that I was a healer from Egypt. And she said a lot of things that. What's so funny? I was regular size too.
It's funny because off camera, this week and last week, James got hurt twice.
One of those times was 20 minutes before we started.
You got busted in the head with a picture frame while hanging.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm now healing.
I'm a healer.
It's behind us now, yeah.
All right. Well, you're bleeding down your shirt. But
Also, I am very concussed.
we didn't even plan for him to wear this wig. Wait, tell us more about this.
So yeah, I was apparently I had a lot to do with sacred geometry and healing and communicating with otherworldly beings. I was what was it? It had something to do
He was
with
horny.
I was very horny. But yeah, I was, I guess, a very powerful healer.
So have you always like had a connection with Egypt, or is this something?
It's always intrigued me, and I never knew why. And then, I talked to the medium that I've been seeing, and she was telling me about it, and a lot of things, like even like when I was born, I was supposed to be a twin, and, the twin died in the womb, and she identified that. And she was saying, like, you sometimes gravitate towards certain people because you're trying to fill that void that you're never going to get again. So you need to accept it. And she told me to do certain things, to part with it, because it was more like,
wow.
as it was explained, as a contract. We had this contract together to join this world. But their contract ended there, and that's what it was supposed to happen.
Oh, but so you're always looking for that connection, that deep connection that you had from past lives, from being in the void together.
Yeah.
And then you're here alone.
I'm here alone.
Wait.
And I've always felt like just incomplete. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's a sense of sadness, but I can never figure out why. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world to me.
Is there a chance that this contract, your twin, like that, this may be something like they've been twins in all their lives, like they can meet again, or even in a different relationship?
Yeah, I always say, like, just because I say something, this is my opinion, this is what my work has taught me, doesn't mean that it's right for everybody. You can come back with like a soul family, like souls that you travel with, like through different lifetimes. Like Deuce and Raven, we've had past lives readings together, and we've been together multiple lifetimes. But it wasn't always as me as mom, them as my kids.
Okay.
It may have been just as friends, as, family members, as really close companions. This may be one, though, that maybe you went multiple lifetimes with this person.
Yeah.
And this was now the point where, okay, you need to do by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like you need to go on without them.
Yeah. And yeah, I did some, ritualistic things. And since then, I've had a lot of weight lifted off.
You feel it physically.
Like the day seemed brighter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just did a really crazy banishing. And
For another person or for yourself?
for myself, it was banishing a person out of my area. Not banishing them as in you need to die or anything, just you're not allowed in my space anymore.
Spiritual boundary.
Yeah, very much.
On the physical sense, like somebody you know personally? Or?
Very personal.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. So in the back of my house is what's called my lair, is where I like make all my candles, I make my bundles, to make the jewelry, everything. And I had some of this person's stuff that they had made for me in my lair. So I burned everything. And I did a big ritual, just, you're done. I'm out. You're out of my life.
You could just ask her to leave. You don't have to-
She fits in the fire pit, though. It's just perfect. And walking back in there, the air was clearer. it was like thinner. Like it was beautiful. But you can feel the energy change when you do something like that, when you do the work, when you do a good fucking ritual.
So what he did with his twin, or what he's working on, that's not considered banishing, right?
No.
That's like what would that be?
It's like accepting that we are not supposed to beat it. Like, this is where our journey has come to an end, and I'm going to let go of those ties.
It's like a release.
Yeah.
That's like sad, but I guess necessary.
The idea of it all together and being put that way
It's like mourning.
made me emotional. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, I guess, and it all makes sense because I was, always trying to find that in anybody, like friends, relationships. And my medium was like, you're not going to find it because what you're looking for is never going to be.
Yeah.
Not this life.
And just knowing that alone too, like, helped. It was just like, okay, validation for these feelings.
What you're feeling. And
Since I was a little kid, like, I just always felt like I thought different. I was like, I don't know, I like going through all the motions, like, in school, all the playground stuff. I remember just feeling like I'm not supposed to be here. Like, this isn't
Even as
who
a
I
little
am
kid.
as a little kid. Like, I did the things because I knew I was supposed to do them.
right.
Well, I feel like her, because I know so much like personal stuff about you. Like, I feel like you two have lived many lives, or maybe a lot of different versions of lives.
Yeah.
In this life.
Yeah.
100%.
And it maybe like
Totally.
it's that, like, you've been made to, like, you have to get through this door to
Exactly.
move to the next one.
I think that's a perfect example because it's like, yeah, you're going through all of this and you have to, okay, I have to work through this room to open this door.
Yeah.
To go to this fucking room.
Like an escape room.
Right. To go through this fucking room, to go to
Yeah.
this door. It totally is. The universe is just going to keep throwing shit at you and throwing shit at you that's going to push you to that fucking door, whether you want to or not.
So you want to do this the easy way or the hard way?
They're going to end up having some.
The universe is a bully.
Right, really. Some big ass dude's going to just pick you up and chuck you through the door and you got to fucking deal with
Or
it.
throw baloney at you.
Or throw baloney at you.
Grow up. You just had this deep ass moment and you have to fuck it up.
Oh, I've been holding that in for a long time.
Well, let's let you get your questions in since you are going through this now.
What are your thoughts on I heard you mention it earlier, meditating and the effects and possibilities with that, and also tying into maybe astral projection?
And tying into psychological or mystical, spiritual, like
Yeah.
where does it all land?
Um,
Because I feel like it's good for you no matter what your belief, right?
I am a firm believer everybody and their goddamn mother should meditate. It, one, helps you physically. Like, it has been known to reduce high blood pressure.
Yes.
Like, it helps you physically with anxiety. Like, even like fears. It's amazing. To be able to do effective spell work, you have to be able to control your thoughts and control your energy and project that energy. And with meditation, that's what you're doing. You're
Harnessing it.
You're
Yeah.
learning to
connecting.
control your mind. You're learning to control your breath. You're learning to really know your own body and like quiet it and store that energy when you need it. Even if you're not doing spiritual work, give yourself 5-10 minutes of quiet, of peace in this, in our world that everything, it's always going. It's always going. It's always going. Like,
And everybody could do it, right?
oh yeah.
Because I know so many people, myself included, that always said, oh, I could never do that. My
Oh,
mind's
same
too
thing,
crazy.
yeah.
I can't get my mind off of it.
But it just takes practice. It's like anything. It's just like anything in this
Yeah.
world.
He's more into it than me, but we've both discovered meditation as of the last, year or two. But mine, I still am just at the mindfulness body scan, like checking in with myself. But this creepy little motherfucker, no, I'm just kidding.
Oscar Mayer over here?
He's astral projecting like in not while he's asleep, like awake, like when he's meditating now, like he's
Yeah.
So
you're-
I've been
hopping.
taken off.
That's rad.
Very new. Like, I started getting Reiki sessions. A buddy of mine is a Reiki master, and he introduced me to
he's a rakist.
his teacher.
Sounds wrong.
It sure does.
Well, James says you can rake the willing, right? That's what you said.
That's my motto.
And so my friend introduced me to his teacher, and who's the medium, and she was the one that had told me. And then I remembered another thing. She was saying that I used to be a very powerful psychic. She was like, all you need to do is figure out this meditating thing, and everything is going to start falling into
This
place.
is the last girl you saw?
Yeah.
Your friend's friend?
Yeah.
And with the meditating, what is happening is you're going to be opening yourself up. And by controlling your mind and quieting your mind,
Yeah.
you're going to start getting fucking downloads and shit's going to come in.
Yeah.
And it's just going to get to the point where it's crazy.
That's
and then you're going to need to learn to fucking guard yourself from having
Exactly.
everyone's shit.
So I've been doing a lot of research and studying on that, but I've been kind of putting it to the test here and there, like little tiny situations. And it's pretty crazy.
You're like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I was saying this to somebody the other day because they're like, I want to do that. I wish I could know things. And I said, no, you don't.
No,
It fucking sucks, dude. I'm like, how would you like to walk into a store and feel what everyone's feeling and can hear people bitching about things and lying and what they're saying about you and what they're saying about their spouse or this? I go, it's fucking wild. No, you don't want that.
Yeah. But also,
horrible.
everybody has the ability to, right?
They
They're
do.
just so detached.
Oh, do they?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
I'm so detached, I think.
Yeah.
Because you have to really
But
quiet
you know, I'm
your
scared
mind.
of, Jill knows this. I'm scared of everything.
Yeah.
You have to really quiet your mind and learn to trust your feelings, what you're truly feeling. Because that goes back to knowing what your own feelings are and why you're feeling what you're feeling. Because if you're getting like a feeling of sadness and you're like, that's not my feeling. Who's sad?
I feel that all the time.
It goes back to knowing how you're feeling and what your feelings are. Being able
Knowing that they're not yours.
Right. And being able to understand this is not my emotion. This is not my thought. Where's like, and then you're like, okay, it's coming from over here. Okay. That, but a lot of people, they may have the ability, but they don't know it. So they're just like, oh, I'm sad.
Would it be best to validate that feeling and then like move on from it? Like,
You feel it, acknowledge it is not yours.
okay.
And then the best thing that I like to do is you ground it. You put it in the earth. You get rid of it. It's not yours.
And it's a visualization, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
from the top down
you bring
through your
it and
souls.
you put it out
That's
on
like
your
the
feet.
light meditation where
Yeah. Another way, if that happens to you a lot, a good way to protect yourself and guard yourself from that is just picture yourself in a big white, light blue bubble, and just nothing. It's all bouncing off your bubble.
Right.
Yeah, I had an experience recently. I was meditating, I meditated in the bathtub.
That is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
To the point where my husband will knock on the door and go, "Did you drown?"
Yeah, I'm in there for like an hour and a half at
yeah.
least. It was the craziest thing because I see images and they're pretty vague. But this one, I was like, I see this and I'm acknowledging it, and it was a castle. And this is gonna sound a little silly. She's probably gonna make fun of me for it.
Nope.
So I see this castle and it's like very dark and very gloomy. And I come out of it and I just felt sadness and like worry and panic.
This was during your meditation?
Yeah. Like after I came out of the meditation, it was just like, man, this feels pretty heavy. And I was going to bed, and my girlfriend Lisa, she was like, "What's the matter?" And I was like, I don't know. I just had this weird thing happen. And the next morning, she got laid off from Disney.
Oh, whoa!
Damn, that's fucked up. You shouldn't have did that.
And as soon as like it happened, like all of the feelings, and I could see her going through it, it kind of like made sense.
Full premonition. So
Yeah.
the more you meditate, the more those things are
Yeah.
gonna come in.
And
You're gonna get the fucking.
I don't want him to be
flashes.
more powerful though.
I was talking to my medium about it. Obviously, I mean, to some degree, it's exciting to know this, new thing, a skill set, or because
Right.
you could use it for good.
Yeah, it's totally
And-
a skill set.
But so I've been trying to meditate on like the third eye chakra, and she was like, "Not yet. You don't want to see the things that you could see just yet. You're not ready." Because I'm supposed to learn how to do Reiki in the next month or so, and she was like, "You'll be able to protect yourself because you could open and unlock and see a lot of." She was like, "There's a lot of things that most people wouldn't be able
So
to
you
see."
only have your permit right now.
Yeah.
You don't have your
Yeah.
license.
Yeah. So it's just the
He's just
meditating.
learners.
But yeah, this is
Yeah.
all like very new within the last half year, maybe. Because before that, I was still a bundle of nerves, but I feel like I have better control. That I'm acknowledging that I'm an empath. I can absorb energies and feel these feelings that are not mine, but I would always think they were.
And that makes a lot of people have crazy anxiety, which, of course, Fucking
Yeah.
think about it, you know? Like, you're getting bombarded. You go, like, I hate going to the fucking grocery store.
Yeah.
Because you're just bombarded.
Laundromat would be terrible for you. The DMV, oh God.
No, I
you
hate
poor
those
thing.
places, yeah.
You need AAA.
I have it.
But there are people, I have this real issue with people that, this whole internet thing. Like, so many people claim they're empaths and they're fucking not. They're like, no, you just like to make things about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like to take someone's feelings and be like, well, now I'm worried. And then that person is now left consoling you, right?
But there's so
Okay.
many, oh my God, there's so many things that I just see on the internet.
That are
I'm
probably dangerous, right?
oh, they're just
TikTok witches.
stupid. Just stupid. Like, get off fucking TikTok and read a book.
Is that a safe route to learn?
Yes, there are a shit ton of books. And I'm not saying like every single one that out there is, but I think so many of these people are just like, well, I saw this on TikTok, so I'm going to do it.
They just want their boyfriend to stop cheating on them or some shit.
Or they want that.
They just want custody of their kids back. Or
I honestly stay off TikTok because it drives me.
oh, really?
There's people out there talking about working with the Fae. And they're making
That's the fairies,
fairies,
energy.
yeah, sorry. They're talking like the Fae are fucking Tinkerbell. Not Tinkerbell.
Even I know that one.
Very mischievous. Can get very dark. Don't go putting a fairy door in your kid's room. No.
Actually, that's one that I had seen too. Like, if you're gonna put a fairy door like somewhere in your garden or whatever, you better plan to fucking leave it there. Like,
Yeah.
Never heard
It's-
anything about.
they're like these little doors. You can make them, you can buy them, and like it's like people think you're just dressing up your garden. Like, oh, this is funny and cute.
You're inviting the Fae to come in.
Yeah,
You're giving them a door. You're giving them a portal.
You decide, oh, you don't like that decoration anymore,
Yeah.
and it's like, nah, you fucked up, and now you will.
So, what are the pros and cons of these?
It's kind of weird because you have to give them offerings. And if you do not continue to give them offerings, shit's going to get fucked up in your house.
Sounds like my girlfriend.
Always give the
Just kidding,
offering.
babe. I love you.
Always give the offerings.
The Fea. I'm just kidding.
That's fucked up.
I'm just kidding, babe. I love you.
My husband sometimes like makes fun of me, because I'll put out honey, I put out milk, I put out like trinkets, and yeah, I don't know why you're always putting this shit out there. You're just attracting backs, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you better not say that shit. His keys will go missing. His glasses.
Wait, so it's like duendes.
Yeah, very much.
Like what?
Duendes, like the what's it called?
I don't know.
Like
What's it called, Mexican man?
Let me ask our resident Brown. Yeah.
Duendes. Like just a couple weeks ago, Dave was being a butthead and he cut back a bunch of my plants and his glasses were gone for 4 days. And he kept saying, you move my glasses. I didn't fucking move why would I move your fucking glasses? The fourth day I got up on my side of the bed and there's the wall. I have Captain, my dog, his bed. Here's the bed and my nightstand. I put my feet over and his glasses were right there. And I had walked past there in the middle of the night, went pee like a million times because I'm old. I got a tiny bladder. I would have stepped on him. And I was like, you pissed the Fae off again. And he's like, I didn't say shit. And I'm like, you cut back the flowers. And he's like, fuck. But they'll take his keys. They've like moved his glasses. They moved his wedding ring.
Okay, so what? So what? Oh, those are the cons, I would imagine. What
Dude,
what are the pros?
Hold on. The Fae might be on your fucking ass because this motherfucker loses and finds everything.
All the time, and just like that, I don't
He's had
know.
prescription pair of sunglasses that he's found 20 times in his backseat after ransacking his fucking car.
Okay.
Like literally taking the car apart.
So you need to take little things of honey and cream. Put
Your
them.
car's gonna smell lovely.
Half an hour. Are they lactose intolerant?
No, they love it. No,
Okay.
they love it.
Okay.
They're from the old country.
Yeah.
They want that.
They want that.
lactose.
They want that cream. But like put it in like somewhere like around your apartment or your house and just say, okay, I'm just giving this as an offering to you. I acknowledge that you're fucking with me.
Yeah.
Do they like sour belts?
Never say thank you to them because that means that you owe them. So, but you can say, I
When you find the things that you're missing.
yes, never say thank you. But you can, I appreciate you. but never say something where it's like you owe them. Do you live in a house, an apartment?
A house.
Okay. Do you have plants?
There's a garden.
They're not exactly nature spirits, but they're very connected with the earth. And by tending to your garden and tending to your plants, that is also like a way of giving offerings to them and like showing respect to them. So definitely like do that, because if there might have been energies there like before, but they do have a tendency to be very drawn to people who have abilities, because you're going to be able to see them, you're going to be able to communicate with them, you know. So just be careful.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So how do I tell her to leave?
All right.
Well, I will not tell you thank you. So basically, they're little brats.
Oh, definitely.
That
better watch your fucking mouth.
So there's no pros to the thing. It's just
Well, for me, if I need energy, if I'm doing workings, sometimes they will come and they will help, but it's on their terms. It is not on my, I cannot ask. And I can grow any motherfucking plant. Like we got banana trees. They were this big.
Isn't that supposed to be like one of the hardest to grow in SoCal?
And I have mandrakes. And to grow mandrakes is
I don't
really
even know what that is.
It's a magical
You don't know
plant.
about those?
It's deadly.
Shut up.
It's
You think
poisonous.
she's talking about Drake, fool?
my man Drake.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
So you brought some things.
And she brought me a gift and didn't bring James anything, but now I
I
think
didn't
can't
know
wait.
you were into this. So then
Oh,
I
yeah.
Now I
the
think
next
they're
time
best friends.
the next time I'm gonna have a bigger gift than you. I guarantee it.
he steals
'Cause I
all
know
my
this.
friends. He steals all my friends, and this is what it is.
That's how I got my girlfriend.
No, shut up.
Yeah, she's my
Shut
best
up.
friend.
Oh, my God.
And I said, not today.
You're not.
Nah, you can't have no friends.
My other business, Tales from the Coven, is very much magic based, spirituality based. So I do intention
Which is
candles.
doing so good, by the way. I'm so proud of you.
I have like 20 orders I have to get out tonight.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we're sorry.
I hope nobody's on a time crunch for the crystal.
I do live sales. I also have a podcast that we've been kind of neglecting because things have been really crazy. We do intention candles, and it's all basically stuff to help you in your spirituality. And like through my Instagram, like I'll have my little morning meditation talks, or I'll do like a cleansing, you know, for the collective, or a protection for the collective, just kind of like as a give back. Again, like I really feel like I was here to be a teacher and a healer. So I brought some Samhain candles because Halloween. And,
Okay.
And
Can I smell one?
oh yeah,
Is it the whites?
the white is cleansing, so that is a fuck it cleansing candle.
This one?
Fuck it.
It says fuck it.
Oh, it literally says fuck it. I don't know if that shows on the
That's dope.
Because I think, okay, obviously you guys are hearing how I'm talking.
ghetto. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you know. But I don't feel like you
That
have
smells
to.
so good.
You have to put
Oh,
on
my
this
word.
this air of, oh, everything is light and love and
Right.
rainbows and unicorns. That is not fucking spirituality. Spirituality is dirty. It's fucking hard, and it's work. You know. So when I'm explaining to people, like I talk like this. I don't fucking put on the it's so and you have your stage.
Pterodactyl, yeah.
I fucking hate
Yeah.
that shit.
You're
Like,
not.
be real.
I don't know. I was trying to think of a stupid name. What's a funny name?
Sinai.
You're not Clover from Silver Lake.
Sinai.
Fuck you. That's racist, but go ahead. Go ahead. So James is racist, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not moonbeam from fucking, you know, Silver Lake.
There you go. Yeah,
You know, it's
she is tight.
it's real. It's real. So yeah, we have a fuck it cleansing candle, you know, because you're telling it to fuck off.
That's so cool.
It says trucha.
I do a couple different scent combinations, but all of it is cleansing herbs. So whether it be coconut and lime, which are both very cleansing, or Palo Santo, very cleansing. For Sinai, so we brought a cleansing spray, which I will bring you
Well, now
over
I'm
some.
a little bit offended. I'm like,
No, because this, you can,
wait,
Like, and
which
you
one's
guys-
a cleansing spray? Oh, this one.
yeah. So, like, you know, maybe you guys have somebody come in You know,
Oh,
it's a little
yeah,
you
dude.
know, little nasty energy around them. You just fucking spray the space.
Yeah,
That sounds wonderful.
I have a sack of Palo Santo from Ecuador, I believe. My Reiki friend, he gave it to me when I started seeing him and stuff, and I brought it up to Sanaya, and she said, "No way, Jose! Oh, this smells so good."
But see, it's because I was intuitive and I knew that you can't banish things from here. I'm always hesitant on like where the things come from and the intention of the person that you're like that they got it from, because his friend could have the best like, oh, you know, like I really want you to protect yourself, but what if the person that they got it from down the line, Ecuador, you know, there is a lot of dark magic, and
Yeah.
I know that sounds nationalist, but
That could be dark magic coming from anywhere.
with this being California, there's native stuff to this land that is probably safer.
I make bundles. It's
Here.
from my garden. I grow the sage. I grow my rosemary. I grow my mugwort that I make my bundles out of.
That sounds like a Harry Potter thing, but go ahead.
I grow my Hogwarts.
That's my mandrake. Because I feel like that. Like if you're getting it from XYZ supplier that is using maybe
Timu.
It's all commercialized.
yeah, maybe child labor to
It's basil.
Oh,
to
that makes sense.
to gather
Yeah.
the herbs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or these people are getting paid 10 cents a freaking day. You know, all of that energy goes into it.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't want no part of that shit. You know, that's totally counteracting everything I'm trying to do. I grow as much as I possibly can because then I know it's cared for.
So don't use my Palo Santo. I use it in my car.
Obviously, if it's coming from someone who does
Yeah,
Reiki,
he's very
Reiki,
much.
he probably cleansed any energy off
Yeah.
of it that was on there. I would totally assume the herbs have their own energies and they have their own ways of doing their cleansing. But I always like to tell it what I want it to do.
That's what I do. Is you set an intention, verbalize it, remove and deflect negative energies, leaving only room for
And gonorrhea.
reason X, Y, Z. That shit's gone.
Oh, Rhea.
But it does. But that doesn't work.
Yeah,
You're like, I gotta go to the pharmacy.
yeah, I don't think the Palo Santo would work on that. Just saying. Like, magic does have limits, okay?
Can you bless this CPAP, please?
We'll come by your house tomorrow.
Also, my girlfriend doesn't like the smell of Palo Santo. What should I do about her?
I love Palo Santo, but I don't really
I
like
almost
sage.
just spit it all over.
He deserves it.
Get rid of her. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Again, babe, we're just kidding.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm sure she's down.
She's all unpacking right now.
Whoa, wait. I'll get rid of it.
I mean, there's lots of other things you can use. I love using rosemary for cleansing. You can use juniper. You can use cedar. And these are all, things that are like native to where we are, you know? Frankincense and myrrh is a bomb-ass cleanser.
That's like the three wise men.
Right. That's what they brought to baby Jesus. But also like dragon's blood. Like my husband loves when I burn dragon's blood. He fucking hates sage. Dave says it smells like feet. He hates it. I don't know. Again, it's what works for you. What do you feel resonates more with you? Like one person may love Palo Santo and, you're like, ooh, no, man, I don't like that shit. I'm feeling drawn to this and I want to use these herbs.
Let's smell this and then let's move on to the segments because
We're going over. 'Cause
unfortunately,
you should have known. We talk all
I
the-
know.
Like,
Here. Oh, this smells so good.
is that Bye Bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
If
one
he
is.
if he leaves, we know it's the real
I
thing.
drop
So
and the
now
wig
that's-
falls in the sea.
That is the spray of Bye Bitch. This is the roll-on.
And I just put this in his eyes.
Just spray. So this is
There's
to-
also a bye bitch whistle.
Do you have the other version by B word? Because I don't say that word. Bye, B word.
you can refer to it as Bye B word
If you're a bitch.
if you so desire. So this is to keep people's envy and negativity off of you.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty bad these days.
Yeah, I envy how much work he does.
But I have all these awards around and... Yeah, but it's got to be
And they
hard
mean
working with
nothing.
me.
They mean nothing at the end of the day. Just kidding. Congratulations.
That's big of her.
Wow.
But I'm only this little.
So it's even bigger of you.
Yeah, that's huge.
That should hurt.
I'm gonna get a UTI or something. My body's rejecting it.
You take it back after we're done.
My fingers were like this the whole time.
Oh my God. So the spray, you can spray you can spray your area. If you so inclined, you can spray the person.
With intention.
Yeah.
See, you have to verbalize that. Fuck you.
I've actually done that to someone.
Yeah.
He was a bitch. I told him he was a bitch. But anyway, I was like,
I take them first. Intention.
But I'm going to whisper it right now.
I was all, stop being a little, I go, stop being a little bitch. And then I went and I got myself and was all, meh. And he was all, what did she do to me? What's going to happen to me?
All right, so we'll go through where they can get all this stuff after, but let's hit our advice segment. It's called Tattoo Aftercare. We usually ask if people are good at giving advice, but I know you are. So. Hey buds, I can make this a novel and go into extreme detail, but I'm going to shrink this version. I need advice/help on how to break up with somebody who is a mentally unstable narcissist. I have been thinking about breaking up with him for quite some time, and he has finally pushed me to the edge. I have never broken up with somebody in person, and I don't think I should break up with somebody that I live with through text. Help! ! Signed, Anonymous.
Wow.
Should I spray the card?
Spray the card.
Problem solved. All right, we'll see you next week. These products are good.
Well, let's let her give advice.
Wow. Okay, so mom mode's coming out here, guys. First, get your shit together. Literally get your shit together. Do you have your own bank account? Do you have enough fucking money? Are you able to do anything on your own? If you are not, start stockpiling that shit.
Ooh, good advice.
Start stockpiling your fucking cash, your resources. Start reaching out to people who possibly you might need to go live with if you need a quick escape. Because if
Even escape before the breakup if you need to.
Lifelines.
Right. Make sure you are safe and you have your resources. Don't be dumb about it. If this guy's a fucking or girl, I don't even know. I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. If this person is a crazy narcissist, they're going to try to turn it around and make you stay.
Mm-hmm. Or make you feel like you're doing something to them.
Right.
It's your fault.
Make sure you have all of your resources in a row.
All right. I love that. That sums up
I'm going to call you from now on when I have problems. I was like...
Where can these people find you, and where can they get your goodies or advice or book with you?
Oh, yeah. So talesfromthecoven.com is my website.
Ooh, she got a fucking website. That's my girl.
Yeah, it's a .com, not a .net. That's
Nope.
big.
You wish.
And
wish.
then we also do through Instagram every Tuesday and some Sundays we do live sales.
Live sales.
Yes.
Yeah, she holds up the product. People
Oh, like a
claim
live
it.
auction, sort of.
Well, like I would like something like this. So I'd pull like this guy and I'd be like, okay, so this is our Samhain ghost. He is for connecting with your ancestors and opening up the portal so you can have conversation. These are the scents that are used, and like explain what every product is for and how it's used.
That's so cool.
Because I feel like it's a lot of times it's easier for people if they have a question, so then they can come on and they can go, well, how would what would I do with this? And so then I'll explain to them, you can use it this way, or you know, you can charge this with it, or you can use this jewelry for this, or this stone is good for A, B, C, D, you know, but you have to tell it what to do. It's a sale, but it's also super informative.
It's like the Home Shopping Network.
It is. My husband says it's the witch's home shopping.
I love that.
We also give it like, hey, you know, someone's like, I'm having issue with self-love. Do you have stuff for that? And I'll be like, okay, so dig through my crap. Okay, it's not crap, but that's just how I talk. You know, I have this bundle, I have this spray, I have this oil. You know, this stone is good for this part of it. This stone is good for healing trauma, you know. And we go through it, and it's a very educational thing also.
Awesome.
All right.
That's amazing. And what about for your tattoos?
That would be Syren Tattoo, which is SYREN Tattoo. And that we can have a consult on magical tattoos, regular tattoos, cosmetic tattooing. Do that.
All right. Well,
Done
thank
deal.
you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
It was
thank you.
fun.
This is so
Yeah,
fun.
thanks so much. All right, y'all. Tell them, bud.
All right. Tattoo Budcast. See you next session.
Cheers. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!